Grand Rising, CI family, Christina Marie here, going to talk about mockery. What their leader famous for. And changing perception so they no longer have power. I'll use a perfect example of mockery, and this is my belief. Crosses. A lot of people wear rosaries and have crosses with Jesus Christ crucified to it. A lot of people may disagree, but I think it is a subliminal mockery of the Most High Son. And a lot of people won't look at it like that. Now, they tell us not to idolize stuff like, crosses with, or statues and stuff like that. But if you change your perception, I'll make a perfect example. When you bless rosaries, I think this is where the idea of crystals come from. People using healing stones, crystals, blessing objects. You raise the vibrations in it. It's science. You bless the object, so it raises the vibrations in that object, especially if you have a crucifix made of wood or stones or crystals. It's going to raise the vibrations in that object. So it's kind of a contradiction, kind of a double standard. But I think it is a mockery, and they stole the idea from ancient times where people actually blessed just everything around them and used stones, crystals, and stuff like that. But the whole cross thing, where it has this white man nailed to a cross, I think is definitely a mockery. And that's just my belief system. I hope I don't rub anybody the wrong way. But further do your research. Don't take my word for it. Don't get upset. But I'm not going to bow down to a cross with a white man nailed to it. I'm going to bow down to the Most High and pray to Him and worship Him. Perception. Once you change your perception on things, it totally changes just the value of it, its vibration and frequency. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So once you change the perception of, I'll make a perfect example. They've stolen symbolism, sacred symbolism, and used it for their evil ways, for their selfish reasonings in a negative manner. And now we're taking it back. I've mentioned this before in my videos, how you change your perception so you could take the power back. The swastika was used for, Nazis in a negative manner. Whenever you see a swastika, it lowers your vibration. It induces fear, anxiety, anger, grudges, resentment, the whole nine. But if you knew what it really stood for, they used it, Buddhists used it, Asia, and this is ancient times. Africa used to use it and put it on their doors and windows to ward off demons. So when you take that knowledge and that back, you gain the power back, and it no longer belongs to them. So you have to change your perception. This is all about mind. A lot of people are out here thinking it's you could physically force all this on these people and these beings, but you can't. You have to. It's all in the mind. Change your perception on these things, and you gain the power back. They no longer have that stronghold and power on you. And once that idea spreads within the awakening amongst the people, then we gain our power back. This is a mind over matter, and people have to understand that this is a war of the minds. This isn't a physical battle. This is a war of the minds. It's a war in this world and the spiritual realms. This is a battle for your mind and soul, and you people got to wake up to that. I hope you guys have a beautiful day filled with love, light, and many blessings. Stay strong on the battlefield. Fear no evil. All this right now, what's going on is fear-induced, fear-based. And people are really acting the way that they wanted them to. Don't act that way. Just know that the Most High God, if you're going to die tomorrow, you're going to die tomorrow. Death is a system. That's all it is. Change your perception and you win. If you change your perception, they no longer have a stronghold on you. I love you guys. Stay strong.